and welcome back to my channel. My name's Ness and today's video is going to be me going through my August TBR. And look, I know it's almost the end of August, but I got a new temp job recently that's really been taking up all my time learning that new skill. So videos have kind of been pushed to the back burner for the moment, but now I'm back to it. So although it's almost time to do my September TBR, I know, I thought I'd make a quick video going over what I want to read for the rest of August. Also, I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. I currently have my AC unit on because it's 105 outside and I'm not going to suffer in this heat, so hopefully this microphone is doing its job and not picking that up. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. The first book I plan on reading this month is Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. Rekulak? You can see it. This is another book that I've had on my TBR for God knows how long. And even though I bought this a while back, I still haven't read it. But this is a book club book for one of my book clubs. So this is actually the perfect timing to read this book. To me, this book gives summer-ween vibes, at least from what I've heard about it. So it's a perfect way to end off summer as we head into fall. It says, Mallory Quinn is fresh out of rehab when she takes a job babysitting Ted and Caroline Maxwell's 5-year-old son, Teddy. She immediately bonds with this sweet boy who is never without his sketchbook. His drawings are the usual fare, trees, rabbits, balloons, but one day he draws something different, a man dragging a woman's lifeless body. Then, his stick figures evolve into increasingly sophisticated sketches depicting one disturbing scene after another. Is Teddy troubled, or is he channeling forces he cannot possibly understand? Knowing just how crazy it all sounds, Mallory must decipher the images and save Teddy before it's too late. To me, this sounds like a perfect summer-ween book. I mean, just look at the front. To me, it's giving outdoor, woodsy, summer, spooky, like summer camp, even though it's not really summer camp. That's kind of what it's giving me. I'm loving the little like pictures and stuff like that. And I did know that there are actually some pictures and stuff like that in here, such as one like this. I don't know if this pertains to the plot or not. Haven't started it. So yeah, I'm really interested in this book. Like I said, this has been on my TBR for a really long time. So book club is a perfect time for me to read this. And look at that. Even though it's a big book, it's not 650 pages, unlike the Den of Vipers I read last month. Whole story. Go see it in my last video if you want to know my whole thoughts about that. Not for me. Go look at my July wrap up for that nonsense. The next book I plan to read in August is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This is another one of my book club books for another one of my book clubs. You guys are going to see a theme here today of book clubs because that's all that I'm going to be reading to finish out this month. This is another one of those books that I've known about for a really long time. It came out in 2022 and I did find out about it by one of my favorite book channels. I've already mentioned them in my last video, but it's Loranda Reads. Go check them out. They're going to be in the description below. But yeah, I found out about this book through them. I believe it was Amanda who was reading it. I don't know. But she had really great things to say about it, so I've been wanting to read it for a really long time. So now that it's part of one of my book clubs, again, perfect timing. And since I don't have the physical book with me, because apparently that's the one book I forgot to buy in this whole book buying month, I'm going to be reading it on my laptop below. So if I'm looking down there, that's what I'm doing. So it says, she's got his back. Hannah Brooks looks more like a kindergarten teacher than someone who could kill you with a wine bottle opener, or a ballpoint pen, or a dinner napkin. But the truth is, she's an executive protective agent, aka bodyguard, and she just got hired to protect superstar actor Jack Stapleton from his middle-aged corgi breeding stalker. Gonna be honest, thought that said Jack Skellington, and I thought we were in for a completely different story. He's got her heart. Jack Stapleton's a household name, captured by paparazzi on beaches the world over, famous for, among other things, rising out of the waves in all manner of clingy board shorts and glistening like a Roman deity. But a few years back, in the wake of a family tragedy, he dropped from the public eye and went off the grid. They've got a secret. When Jack's mom gets sick, he comes home to the family's Texas ranch to help out. Only one catch. He doesn't want his family to know about his stalker, or the bodyguard thing. And so Hannah, against her will and better judgment, finds herself pretending to be Jack's girlfriend as a cover, even though her ex, like a jerk, says no one will believe it. What could possibly go wrong? Hannah hardly believes it herself, but the more time she spends with Jack, the more real it all starts to seem. And there lies the heartbreak. Because it's easy for Hannah to protect Jack, but protecting her own long-neglected heart, that's the hardest thing she's ever done. Ooh, okay, damn. Sounds like a fun little romance, to be honest. And I'm really excited because this is the one romance book that I get to read this month because the other two for my book clubs are actually spooky, so it'll be a nice palate cleanser in between those two. The last book I'll be reading in August is The Unknown by Riley Sager. And now, you guessed it, it's another book club book. This one is the book club book for the channel Loranda Reads. Second mention on this channel today, but I just love to watch their content and have been watching since 2021 when they started. So what can I say? A lot of my recommendations do come from there. And to be honest, I know nothing about this book. I was just waiting for their poll on Fable to be ended so that I could figure out which book I needed to get from book of the month with my credit, and this book won. I didn't know anything about it, but one, I like to be involved in the book club, and two, Honestly, I'll read anything from Riley Sager just to see if I like it or not. I'm currently on a 1 book streak of not liking. I read Lock Every Door, and to me, I guessed the plot twist as soon as the plot twist showed up in the book, aka a person, and I was just not impressed by the plot twist. So that was my first introduction to Riley Sager. Really wasn't a fan, but over the years I have collected more of his books that I still haven't read yet. I know, I'm sorry. I'm the person who has physical copies and I haven't read them yet. Sue me. So I'm excited for this one because I already saw that one of the girls in the book club have already started reading and they said it's actually pretty dang spooky. So I'm hoping this one's gonna be good. Also, I'm excited because this is gonna be the first time that I've read like a brand new book and not waited 3 years before I read it, and then I'm not in the loop. So I'm excited. I finally get to read a book as it comes out. So it says, in 1926, 5 women disappeared from a remote island in Vermont. Now 100 years later, it's happening again. Struggling actress Maren Keene is shocked when she lands a role in a major motion picture about the unsolved mystery of New Avalon, an island on sprawling Lake Faraday in Vermont. She's even more surprised when she learns that the role requires a week-long research trip to that very spot, because New Avalon isn't your ordinary island. A century ago, it was a commune for spiritual mediums until they all vanished in 1926. The only trace of them was 5 dresses hanging from the branches of an old oak tree in the middle of the island, one for each missing woman. Some locals say they simply left. Others think they were murdered, but the prevailing opinion, thanks to the diary left behind by one of the vanished, a young woman named Daisy Rue, is that a seance gone wrong conjured something supernatural that took them all one by one. Not long after arriving, Maren and her classmates, including legendary actress Violet Wright and white-hot director Ronan Peters, begin to realize all is not right with New Avalon. They hear strange noises in the night and notice mysterious symbols left behind by the island's previous occupants. And after a sudden health emergency leaves Maren, Ronan, and the other actors stranded on the island, the disappearances begin again. Is it the work of someone trying to derail the movie? Or is it the island's alleged supernatural past catching up with the present? As fear and suspicion mount, Maren turns to Daisy's diary, hoping it holds the key to figuring out what really happened to the women of New Avalon and how to keep the island's terrible history from repeating itself. That sounds good. And the fact that I know that somebody was saying it's already spooky, I'm really excited. Honestly, that summary is kind of giving me like the Island of Roanoke disappearances. If you guys know about that, that's like a whole nother fascination I have. So that sounds very interesting to me. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I know it's a short one, especially coming from my last video where I just yapped on and on about nothing and not really having a direction of where I wanted to go. But this time I actually wrote a little bit about it. So if you ever see me looking down here, just know I kind of wrote out a script so that I wouldn't stray further into ADHD. And I think it really helped me stay concise and not talk on and on forever about nothing. We're getting somewhere. Keep an eye out for my next video, which is going to be a book haul, and it should be posted later on this week. I'm really excited for it because I've been purchasing books like a crazy person, more than normal crazy me anyways, and it's time to show you all that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks. Thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Captured by paparazzi on beaches, the world... What?